Hey y'all. So I've had this ginger and turmeric for a little while and I've been wanting to plant it. I just haven't had time until today. So there's going to be some spots that I have to cut off and discard, but I'm going to plant some ginger and turmeric today. And then maybe later I'll get some fresh so that I can do fresh ginger and turmeric. We make do with what we got on this homestead. So we're going to start out cutting all the bad spots off. Which would be this. It's covered in mold. This is one starting to go bad right here. This one right here. Ooh, all the way into here. Okay. I'm not going to have much of this big old piece of ginger left, but that's okay. Like I said, we make do with what we got. All right. Got this much ginger left. I'm just going to cut it in chunks. Okay. These are my 4 chunks. I'm going to set those to the side. I'm not getting much out of this one. Most of it's covered in mold. I'm gonna go ahead and move on to turmeric now. There's a bit of mold on the turmeric as well, but not as much as the ginger, thankfully. That one just broke right off. It's also moldy. Okay. It's already starting to get some roots, you see? That's one chunk right there. Excuse my sniffling, I've got a bit of a cold. It's been hitting us again. That's another chunk. So I'm going to go ahead and go through all my turmeric because I've got quite a bit. That's all turmeric. And I will come back when I'm done with that to show you my planting process. All right, so I've got my pieces cut and now I'm going to start putting them in my planter. I had to put a glove on because the turmeric was staining my hand. So I'm just going to kind of lay these down. Let's see if I can show you here. I'm going to kind of lay them down in there like that, kind of on their side. I think that'll work the best, and then I'm just going to nestle the dirt in there around them. I'm not going to fully cover them. We don't want it fully covered. All right, so I'm going to do that real quick, and then we'll do the turmeric. I'm just really not sure which direction the roots are going to come out, so I don't know. Kind of making this part up as I go because I've never done this before. This is our first time growing ginger or turmeric. This one I'm going to put with the nodes facing up since we actually have nodes on it. Some of these may not even take off. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I'm going to need a 3rd planter. Good thing I have one. These will all be separated out into bigger beds once they actually start to sprout. But right now, we're just putting them in here. I'm gonna put the roots down. This one doesn't have roots, so I'm gonna put, well, I mean, I guess it's got, I don't know. I'm gonna put the node facing up on this one. We've got a node right here and another node right here. I'm actually gonna go ahead and cut this one off because there are two nodes on it. I wanna make sure both nodes get faced upward. And I'm gonna have to fill up another pot with soil. But after this, I'm going to just lightly water these and sit them in one of our windows. That way they can get plenty of sunlight, and we'll see what happens. I needed 2 more planters. Forgot to mention, I also cut up paper plates into like little strips. It was just one paper plate actually, into strips. And then I'm using those as labels. So I write what it is, in this case ginger, and then I stick it in the planter. Let me show you what it looks like, because it works really well. Turmeric. Why are you not focusing? Ginger. Ginger. Ah. There it goes. Turmeric. Turmeric. I'll update soon.